baby
Mama.
issues. Yeah. So we got a letter today, and from a viewer, and he wanted us to talk about single fathers, deadbeat dads kind of deal, and how come they get such a bad name,
That road.
a bad rep around town. Um, you want to read it, or I mean, I can read it.
You can read it.
I'll read it. All right. Uh, Dear Put Two and Two Together. My name is Eric Poth, and I have an idea of a video should do. It's about single fathers, dads always getting the bad rap, and never the deadbeat mothers. My main issue is that you hear the term deadbeat dads all the time, almost like a mom can't be a deadbeat. I see dads get bashed a lot, and I always put my 2 cents in because I'm raising my 3 kids by myself, and I have 2 deadbeat baby mamas, and I know that they aren't the only 2. Neither have ever paid child support, and I'm also not happy with the fact that the court system is usually lenient in the favor of the mothers in court. I read a story a couple years ago where a mother here in Georgia was putting her child up for adoption, and the father wanted to keep the child because he was the father. He was denied, and the child was put up for adoption. The underage mother can decide to put the child up for adoption, but the father has no right to keep his child. What the fuck is the deal? Was the child not equally his? Obviously, he didn't have equal say-so. Well, Eric, I feel you, brother. I have a child, and the mother of my child isn't a deadbeat, but at the beginning of the stage where we started to raise our child separately, I was called a deadbeat father, a sperm donor, yada yada. But, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. I mean, shit gets rough, and I do think that the court system is lenient in the ways of the mother. I just, there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing, I mean, that's just the way it is, and it shouldn't be like that. There's plenty of cases where I've seen fathers taking over the responsibility of mothers' duties and raising their children on their own while their mothers are out getting jacked up on cocaine, smoking weed, and shit like that. I mean, it should be an equal job. Whether the court says so or not, you should have just as much say-so in your child's life as her. You got anything to say about it? I know you don't have a kid or anything, but I mean, you have to think it's fucked up that fathers don't have say-sos about shit. I mean,
always call the deadbeats.
We're always call the deadbeats.
And moms don't get called deadbeats ever.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Moms don't ever. I mean, you don't have deadbeat moms going out there. I mean, you hear about deadbeat dads and shit like that, and it hurts my heart more than it angers me because there's a lot of people out there, guys out there, doing more than the mothers are, and they don't get credit for anything. I mean, yeah, maybe from their friends, but the court system looks at them like, you should, which is true, you should, but the mother still has more rights, even if she's cracked out. But, I'm glad that you wrote the letter and that you were, you gave us an idea of something that many people can relate to. And, I appreciate the, talking to us, writing us a letter kind of deal. Thanks for leaving your number so we can contact you kind of deal. But that's a heavy subject to relate to, and if you have any comments, just leave them below, subscribe to our page, stuff like that. If you have any videos, ideas that you want to share, the email is bigec@gmail.com. I'll post the email address in the ending credits, but just think about it. If you have a guy that you know and he's raising a kid on his own because the mother's out getting wasted or any of that, and he still gets the bad rap, give him a hug, give him a handshake, congratulate him, tell him, you're stepping up, you're being a man, you're doing what needs to be done for your child. And I just want to thank all the fathers out there that are doing that and congratulate you, give you a fucking round of applause, because there's not a lot of guys out there that do what you do. And I appreciate it. Kids are a fucking most wonderful thing in the world. But, you want to say anything to the people before we hit the button? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what to fucking say.
All right. Well,
If I had a kid, then I would.
yeah, true that. I'm put 2. This is 2 together. This is our 4th video, and I hope you guys like us. All right.